So, what's going on, Vivian?
Well, the day of the incident, July 5th, me, you, and my oldest daughter, we went into town for a few hours. Came back and immediately we noticed that there was tire tracks on our berm on our driveway was all cracked up. It felt lumpy, like it was hitting potholes.
Yeah.
And as soon as we parked to the top, we walked down to the bottom. We noticed how the back of the house where the concrete slabs are at were cracked, was pushed down, and the driveway was like pushed against the concrete slabs, and the whole driveway all the way back down to the street
Yeah.
was slumpy.
I know, imagine. I just was taking a breath. Go ahead.
And the berm was smashed down. It was no longer a nice, smooth, round berm. It was more like a giant just came and pushed it down. Um, they went off roading on our grass. They went off roading halfway up the driveway, on the side of the driveway, on our grass, on both sides. Um, Came home. We asked our daughter what had happened, if she saw anything. She told us, and then we told her what we witnessed. So she felt kind of scared at the same time because she was here by herself, and all she saw was just the car, one of the trucks, drive over the berm. And when we explained to her, yeah, well, they came all the way to the top because the concrete slab has cracked, and all the way to the top is where the driveway ends, and all of that's been cracked. She felt scared, and she just couldn't believe it.
How these people been treating us, VM tree services? How they've been treating us? I mean, this definitely happened, right? The workers came here. We were leaving. They crushed our driveway up while we were gone on purpose, right?
Yeah, it was done on purpose. When we left, before we took off, looked both ways for traffic. We noticed the truck across the street, and when we came back and we followed the tracks, straight to the truck that was parked on Pebble, which was weird because we were staring down at the ground, and then we look up and wow, there's the truck. Like, okay, we took pictures of the tracks and compared them to the tracks in our yard, and it was the same thing. And VM Tree Services, they just were neglectful. I don't think they cared. They didn't want to apologize. They kept giving us the runaround. I spoke to Cynthia. She gave me her email address to email her the pictures of the damages. I sent her 10 emails because I can only send 2 pictures at a time, sometimes 3 pictures at a time. And we didn't get a response, which is horrible.
How do you? Why do you think the workers did that to our driveway? I don't. I hate to ask this, but they've said so much to these bond people. First, let's get to that first. Like, what do you think about them saying that we just coming after them for money,
I think it's ridiculous. I think it's them trying to portray us
or that
as,
I'm sorry, it's me. You know what I
yeah,
mean? They said that local authorities said that I'm always doing this for money.
doing this for money. But how would they know that? There's no way for them to even know that. It's never happened. It's not true. But I'm just saying, like, even if you
Yeah, I know what you mean.
did, it just makes no sense. Why would they say that?
Yeah, local authorities told them I'm going after businesses for money. Like, what is that?
I don't know what that is. I think it's just them trying to point a finger at somebody. Like, we're trying to just lie about things just to come for money.
How extensive is the damage to the driveway?
And it's very extensive, very bad. At first, it was there. There were small cracks, and now they're big cracks after the heavy rain we've had for days and days.
They. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna just say how tough it was raining for a whole week, and after the rain, it's horrible.
They zigzag the trucks
You can see the
as they're
tire
driving up.
marks.
Yeah, they like
Hmm.
went side to side with the trucks zigzagging all the way up the driveway. Like you can see the tire impressions in the
In the
asphalt.
asphalt, yeah, it was crazy because it's ridiculous. Like, I've never seen those impressions, and then when I saw them, I was like, "What the heck is this?" Clearly, the tire marks, because you could see the impression of the tire mark in the asphalt.
on the grass, even the tracks
Even
on
on
the
the
grass,
grass,
right?
yeah.
Even the tracks that were on our grass, is that more than just a U-turn?
Oh, it's way more than
It's
just
a
a
lot of
U-turn. It
truck
was
tracks
like
and
they were playing. There's even like burn marks going up the berm, like they got stuck and they had to
gas it.
gas it. Yeah.
Okay. And the tires matching up as soon as we got home. We left at 2:30. We came back at 4:30. The damage had already been done. We matched up the dually tire tracks with the little trailer in between. The trucks are huge trucks, so they have a certain width.
Right.
They have dually tires on them.
Right.
And then they have the small trailers that they were dragging behind them. Those tire tracks are all there in our yard, all there in the
Wood
pictures.
chippers, yeah.
And even the tread on the tires, right?
Yeah.
So
they
we
all match.
yeah, and then we walk right down the street to the corner and we take pictures of the same exact
The same track,
Same
same
track.
tires, everything. We even saw smaller tire tracks that looked like a smaller vehicle, which when they came down from Pebble,
It
the
ended
whole
up
crew
being
came down from Pebble, it ended up being the truck. One of the trucks who I guess was the supervisor,
the one I tried to talk
overseer, the
to.
one we tried to talk to on the video. Yeah.
Try to get to stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys. That day they came down, they looked at the damage they did. Did we show them where our yard was that day?
No, we didn't show them anything.
We walked. We traced the tracks to Pebble. I spoke to him at the truck, and told him we were calling the sheriffs.
Yep.
We walked back home, and next thing you know, they were at our house.
They were at our house
Pointing
and just talking about it. And
the video shows us coming down the driveway, and the dude starts to drive away a little bit.
Yeah.
But they already have that video and stuff. So, but I'm trying to make this all quick and compact for them as possible, even though it's crazy, right?
yeah.
We called Eagle Asphalt. They assessed it at $28,000.
Yeah.
The concrete slab is like $30,000 worth of slab, but I don't know. We have your dad's old receipts. It's all more than a bond can pay. Blah blah blah. Anything you want to say about their response to our claim? VM Tree Service.
They didn't respond. They should have responded. They didn't want to apologize. That was so rude, and they just neglected everything. They didn't talk to us. They didn't try to set an appointment to come and talk to us or come see anything.
They didn't say anything to us until we filed with the bond people.
Exactly. They didn't say
Okay,
anything
so
until...
we talked to them a few times in July.
Mm-hmm.
The Cindy lady gave us her email. We emailed her a couple of pictures, and we wanted them to set up an appointment, right?
Right.
For 2 days after the accident, they showed up unannounced. First day in the big truck, then the second day showed up in a pickup truck.
Exactly.
Parked blocking the driveway, hopped out, didn't introduce himself. Looking around, approaching. I'm like, hey, you got to move your truck. He's ignoring me, still approaching me. I'm like, hey, you got to move your truck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You even was trying to talk to him, but you was
I'm
simply
like,
just asking him, okay, but you got to move your truck.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he didn't want to move it.
He didn't want to move the truck. Like, dude,
No.
how do you show up to somebody's house? We're talking about July 7th. How do you show up to somebody's house unannounced, blocking their driveway, and refusing to move it? Like, what is that?
Very disrespectful.
I was going to go take a shower. We had things to do that morning. Did we have time to deal with them on July the 7th, 2 days after they did it?
No.
But we already been calling them and telling them to make an appointment and schedule to come over here, right? Did they try to schedule after that time on July 7th?
No, they never did.
But we spoke to Nathan Holman later that day, and he told us to talk to Mario's, right?
He told us to talk to Mario and not to VM. VM is the one that did the damage, but he said talk to Mario's.
So VM is working for Mario's, doing tree trimming work on an expired license on July 7th. We called and found out on July 7th that their license was expired at the California State License Board, right?
Yeah.
As of January 2022, you heard that phone call
Yeah, I
where,
heard that. Mm-hmm.
yeah, their license was expired,
Yeah,
right?
their license was expired.
Now, then Cindy answered us back in October, right?
Right. She could answer the phone in October again.
After they had got their license together.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And told us that they would give us a call, but they haven't.
Yeah. She said she was going to forward our information and have someone give us a call, and they never did.
Yeah, they just been cold shouldering us, right?
Yeah.
And Mario's gave us a reference to an attorney referral.
To an attorney referral. They said it was David O, but it ended up being an attorney referral's phone number.
And PG&E said they're not negligent. Or prove that they're negligent. They told us
that
to
they're
prove it.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh.